So I'm going to explain to you guys why I think the police need to do something about this cockapoo, and why it's not just a case of, oh, it attacked my dog. It's not just me. So it was really hot. It was back when we was having that heat wave. So I took Bowser out late at night. I think it was about 11 o'clock. I took him out and thought I'll go take him onto some grass, let him have a sniff about, take him back in. Simple. So we get onto this patch of grass. There's not much light, but it's not pitch black, but there's not enough light. And I hear somebody going, sorry, so sorry, she's not friendly. So I think, oh, it's a reactive dog on the lead. And I go and turn away with my dog. I didn't think for 1 second this dog was running up on my dog. And it just kind of came out of nowhere. Bowser reacted back. There was a scuffle. I couldn't see what was going on. I was trying to get Bowser behind me with this arm, and I was trying to put myself like in between the dogs. This leg here, I got some scuffs and some cuts up this leg from that dog jumping up and trying to get to Bowser. I kicked it a few times. The owner was shouting at me. I was saying, you need to pick the fucking dog on a lead, and she's going, my dog has a right to be off lead, and we're mouthing back. You know me, I'm a gobby cunt. I can give it. And I thought, shit, like, I don't know if Bowser's okay. I can't see his face at this point. So we get under a street light near the shop. It's just round the corner from mine, and I see that there's blood coming out from his mouth. I'm like, fuck, and it's dripping. So I know it's not from the other dog. I know it's coming from him, actively coming from him. So I get him inside, get straight on the phone to a vet, but they wouldn't see us. They were like, oh, you can't come here, you're not under us anymore, you've got to find somewhere else. So that was a massive fucking ball ache. I ended up taking him all the way to fucking Weir Referrals in a taxi, which cost me a lot of money. Weir Referrals are very good practice, but they're also very fucking expensive. So that was 700 something quid. And then, we dealt with that. And then a few days, I think it was about 6-7 days later, I think it was under a week, I asked a few months prior to this, if I could borrow this small field, because I wanted to do some recall work with Brenda, and I can't do recall work in the dog park when there's other dogs around and all of that. I want to get this recall on point, and I said, I'll be using a long line, all of that. So Brenda's on the long line, and, well, it's not really a long line. I've lost my long line, and I've clipped leads together. It's the best I can do at the moment. I really need to get another one. And Brenda's doing really well. We've got a sit going, you've got a sit and a wait going, and a recall going. It's going well. And then I hear that woman's voice again. Maggie, sorry, she's not friendly. And I thought, oh, fucking hell. I didn't know what to do, so I just fucking stood there and watched it get closer and closer to me. Because at this point, I was like, the fuck? That dog wasn't even supposed to be on that land. I mean, I had permission. I asked for it. I was allowed to be there. But they weren't. They had no permission to be there. So I smacked it right in the face. I kicked it in the face and everything. And she's shouting, don't kick my fucking dog, all this business. And I'm roaring at her, shouting at the dog, trying to get it away. And it grabbed Brenda's ear and just pulled her ear. And then it got another smack in the face, And she started shouting at me and saying, your dog needs to be on a fucking lead. Then she started spitting at me. Again, I was a gobby cunt back, obviously. And ever since then, I've seen it about. Bear in mind, Brenda's ear issue, she's had all these ear issues in that same ear that she's been bitten. It's come to over $1,000. The vet van has to keep coming out to try and sort it out. It's getting fucking ridiculous now. Now her ear's deformed because of it. But yeah, I keep seeing this dog out and about, and it's never on a fucking lead, and it's really beginning to piss me off. Then about a week and a half ago, or probably less than that, my friend who owns Rolly turned around and said, oh, I know which dog you're talking about. I said, what do you mean? He said, oh, it's just done that to me. And the thing is, if Rolly wasn't muzzled, that would have been really fucking bad. Rolly is... Bowser's reactivity is here, Rolly's is up here. He is really not he, like, his reactivity is really, really bad. And she's working on it, and I'm taking her information that she's learning about her reactive dog to use with Bowser, his level of reactivity. But yeah, if he hadn't have been muzzled, that would have been so fucking bad, right? And I called the police when, obviously I got scratched at the leg. I had a bigger gash. I don't know if it's nail, tooth, or fucking what. I was too busy trying to do, I don't even know what I was trying to do. I was just trying to keep Bowser safe, but he kept pulling forward to try and get to the dog, and I'm stood there absolutely helpless. And since then, we've seen other posts around the same area, the area that I live in, talking about this dog. Oh, this Cockerpoo type called Maggie bit my dog today. The owner's very rude. We're beginning to see that this woman's getting away with this, and it's a repeated thing. But if you call the police and you tell the police about it, they're like, oh no, we won't do anything about it. I called the dog warden and I said, my dog's really nervous of other dogs, he's reactive, and they were more interested in whether my dog was safe to be out in public than the dog that bit him in the face and scuffed up my leg. That's why I'm pissed off about it, because nothing's getting done about it, and it's just continuing to be a fucking problem. You don't see my dogs running over to other dogs and being a fucking problem. You just don't. I don't let that happen, because that would be irresponsible of me, and I don't want to be an irresponsible dog owner. But the longer this goes on, there's going to be a big finale of this. Like, something really bad's going to happen either to that dog or to somebody else or to somebody else's dog because of that dog, and nobody will do anything about it. But if it was my bull breed off the lead and causing issues, the police probably would have turned up and fucking shot him by now. Let's be honest, Marshall and Millions? They didn't do anything, and armed police turned up and shot them both dead in the street in front of their owner. The fuck? Because I own a bull breed, okay, he's only an Old English Bulldog, I get it, he's not an XL bully or a pit bull, but it doesn't matter. The police don't like any bull breeds. Every time somebody's off-lead dog, runs up to my dog, there's a risk of a fight happening. And if hands get involved to try and split these dogs up, and my dog makes one wrong move and bites somebody, that's it, my dog is fucking gone. That's why it fucking pisses me off. Like, I can't begin to tell you how much this is pissing me off, that the fact that this dog is running around doing all this fucking shit, and if my dog were to do that, my dog would be gone, or it would be sat in police kennels just because of his breed. And because of that dog's breed, nobody's doing anything about it, nobody's taking it seriously. But I'm so fucking sick of it. I mean, Natalie turned around and said to me, she goes, if it comes after Rolly again, that's it. I'm not holding back. And I turned around and said, comes after my dogs, I'm not holding back. Because why should we? Our dogs are on the lead. Our dogs are under control. I mean, okay, Rolly is very, very reactive. I get that, right? But surely common sense tells you, if you see a dog that is reacting at your dog with a muzzle on, you call your dog away. Or you have recall in the first fucking place. Too many dogs are running around all the time, and their owners are calling the names over and over and over and over again. This dog just ain't listening because it's not been taught a solid recall. Recall is one of the most important fucking things you can teach your fucking dogs, and you're failing. You're failing your fucking dog by not teaching them recall. What happens if your dog takes off and it goes out in front of a car or something? That's not on you. That's not on the driver of the car. That's on you as the owner for failing your dog in the first place. If you want your dog to do something and to be well behaved and to have manners, you need to teach your dog what you want in the right way. And it's just doing my fucking head in, to be honest. I'm so fucking sick of it. I'm sick of this, let's ban the XL bully. The problem is, people took the XL bully and they turned it into the status dog. So all the wrong people wanted them. And what we need to do is address the wrong people in the first place and stop the wrong people from getting hold of these dogs in the first place. I don't know how we're going to do that, because there's no way of enforcing it, because it's too big. It's too big of a fucking situation to handle it. You know, whatever you put in place is going to take years. You know, and the responsible people will follow that. They will do it. The idiot dog owners, you know, the irresponsible ones, they won't fucking do it. Half of them don't pick up after the fucking dogs, and they've been told to do that for fucking years. You know, so what are you supposed to do about it? All I know is, like, this whole my dog's on lead and under control, and there's all these millions of off-lead fucking dogs coming at us all the time. You know, it's not working. It's just not fucking working. You know, I don't know, maybe we need a TV advert to show at the same time every evening, like, here's how to be a responsible dog owner. Like, I don't fucking know. People just need to start listening and fucking learning. And it's not dogs, it's not down to the dogs. You know, if your dog is off lead and it gets into a fight with an on lead dog, or something happens because you don't have that recall, because you've not taught them that, it's always on you as the owner. You've failed your own fucking dog. You can go, oh well, my dog got into a fight and it was the other dog's fault. No, it's your fault. You're to blame. If you've got two off-lead dogs running around and they end up in a fight, you're both to blame. You know, everybody needs to stop denying responsibility. You know, they need to take accountability for these things, and I'm so fucking sick of people not taking accountability for what their dogs do. You know, I just fucking can't anymore.